Alright, so like it, brothers, to cut off on me. I guess I could play this. Is on Twitter. I guess it's cool to play. Yeah, so people just running around like animals, man. Kicking in, stealing shit. Alright, kicking doors down, busting out windows, stealing shit. Let's see. Let me read that part. Let's read this right here. It says, beyond Baltimore, businesses across NYC, Chicago, Portland, and San Francisco, to name a few, are leaving as crime surges. And again, some of those stores are grocery stores where people are just going in there and stealing. That's why Walmart and Target said a lot of their stores they're going to shut down um, because of the high level of people stealing. And you're seeing it. Getting like in Oregon, that one store in Portland or whatever, um, Walmart, they just shut down and just left. And that was the like people citizens there were saying was they were saying like, yeah, this is the only one close to us. And we got to drive a distance to get to the next one. So it wasn't like they wasn't making money. You know, that's the only one in town. Everybody goes to Walmart. So, but they just shut down and left, which they say it was because of high level of theory. But we know what's really going on. They're getting ready to turn them into camps. It could be, you know, the theft level too, but mainly it's because they're getting ready to turn them into concentration camps. All right. All right, it says while Democrats don't want to be accountable for their failed policies, a system was such. And all Democrat and Republican bullshit. That's all bullshit, man. All that all that shit is garbage. It's theater, man. The whole system is failing because they wanted to fail, man. All right, the real puppet masters, all right, are pulling the strings, which are the elites of Esau. You know, the Rothschilds, Rockefeller, those guys. All right, this is all a design collapse. All that blaming Democrats, but they're all the same people, man. They're all in the same team. No, none of these presidents get selected unless they're a part of the Trilateral Commission. All right, which they have members. They've had members in both Democrats and Republicans, so it's all the same thing, man. It ain't got nothing to do with the Democrats and Republicans. It's a Democrat city. It's a Republican city. It's this and it's that. The system is failing because they want civilization to collapse. All right, problem matching solution. All right, create the problem and come with a solution. All right, which is what ultimately to get everybody on the social credit score system, UBI. Which in order for you to use that UBI, that's the end game of it. Is for you to have an implantable microchip embedded inside your body, in your hand or your head, or in your hands or in your head to buy and sell things. All right, that's the end game. All that Democrat and Republican garbage, that shit don't mean nothing, man. It's all a design collapse. It's because they're getting ready to collapse civilization and they want everybody on the next system, the new system. All right, that's what's going on here. Um, such as failed what was I accountable for their failed policies such fail is the exodus of companies as well as people. The exodus of liberal cities is an outgoing theme post virus pandemic and was continue until law and order is reestablished. Just look at the chaos earlier last week in San Francisco. Okay, I guess it's cool to play this one. Kids, man. These are not kids, but they're grown ass men. They should have been put to death a long time ago. All right, but in this world, these type of animals amongst our people are allowed to live. All right, but according to the ancient world, because it looks like a lot of them that was the Northern Kingdom, so-called Latinos, they should have been put to death a long time ago, man. But in this world, you know, wild animals. Esau allows wild animals like that to run around. All right. And when the time comes, Esau, which is the most high whipping stick, will mow you niggas down, man, and we ain't gonna shed a tear for none of you, man. Democrats have transformed part of this country into a clown world by abandoning law and order, which is all by design. It ain't got nothing to do with Democrats and Republicans. It's all by design. All right, but yeah, man, things in Babylon is worse, and it's only going to get worse, man. All right, crime is going to continue to get worse, and things are just going to get worse. All right, and bring it on. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because we need this place to collapse. All right, which it already is collapsing, and things like that. You're going to see more things like that. You're going to see more people out there stealing. It's going to be full force like The Purge, like the movie The Purge. All right, that looked like The Purge, what they were just doing. So a scene from The Purge. All right, but this is Ezekiel chapter 7. Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 14. They have blown the trumpet even to make all ready, but none go to the battle, for my wrath is upon the multitude thereof. And the Lord's men, which are the elders and the apostles, a great millstone, and brethren to teach the rank the same doctrine, through the spirit of Pavia by Shem Yahushua, been warning about these times, been warning about these days for some time. All right, verse 15, when they're coming. Well, they're already here, but it's only going to get worse. All right, verse 15, the sword is without, and pestilence and famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. All right, so the city is going to be ugly, man. I mean, in the field, off the so-called grid or whatever, it's going to be ugly too. But the city is going to be ugly, man, because people are going to be starving. Everybody's crammed on top of each other. All right, and these stores and stuff keep shutting down left and right. And it's like that everywhere in America, but a lot more, a lot. I'll just say it's worse. It's gonna be worse in these big cities, man. That's why the Lord has to bless the brethren that are in the big cities, the elders and brothers that are in these bigger cities with spiritual powers first, because them places are gonna be war zones, man. Like straight up and down war zones. All right. I mean, everywhere is pretty much gonna be chaotic, but them places, them big cities, like you see San Francisco, New York, places like that, the bigger cities, all right, they're gonna be fucking war zones, man. All right, that's why the Lord has to bless the elders and brethren that are in those bigger cities with spiritual powers first. Just speaking as a man, brothers say that as well, but the Lord has to bless them with spiritual powers first. It's just gonna be ugly there, man. All right. He that is in the field, he that is in the city, famine and pestilence should devour him. Right, and famine, a lack of food, these stores and shit closing down left and right. They ain't gonna do nothing but create a famine. Whole Foods and Walmart's packing up and leaving. All right, that's gonna force the people to go to these other stores, go there and steal, then they'll shut down or they'll run out of food, and people run around the street trying to get food. All right, and the food ain't gonna be there. Or Esau again, more than likely is gonna release as some kind of other disease. All right, in the city, and which is really gonna start taking people out, and we pretty much know. But I just speaking as a man, gonna believe that's something it's something else behind this 5G thing and the vaccinations, which I believe they're going to use that they're going to play that card again too, and really turn on or really release the disease. All right, and it's going to be ugly in these cities, like that movie Songbird showed you. They was in California and they had lockdowns, and they locked down part of the city, and you couldn't move or you couldn't leave your house. It's gonna be ugly out here, man, especially in these bigger cities. All right, and it's already ugly. People stealing so bad, people stealing, so like not so bad. People stealing, crime is going through the roof, and it's only going to get worse when there's no food out there, and pestilence shall devour them. All right, and pestilence shall devour them. All right, that's the disease, which again I believe also they're going to release some kind of disease in these bigger cities and lock them down. Martial law. A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able. All right. This second Ezra chapter 6 verse 22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. So the storehouses are shutting down. All right, because people keep stealing, they're packing up and leaving, or people just get so bad, people just go in there and bum rush it and steal all this shit. You know, it's the two people keep stealing, it's forcing these stores to leave, or the shortages of catch up to them, and the storehouses be found empty. All right, so it's only going to get worse, man. Verse 24, and at the time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand still for fear of those that dwell therein. The spring of fountains shall stand still, and there shall in 3 hours they shall not run. So it said their friends shall fight like enemies, and that's when food becomes scarce. All right, that's when food becomes real scarce, and that's when you're going to see people, turn into animals. All right, real deal animals. All right, so yeah, man, things are only going to get worse, man. All right, but the Lord got his men through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The Lord is going to protect his men. All right, we got nothing to worry about. All right, the scriptures say, present your body as a living sacrifice, which the brothers out there, the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and brothers out there that have been out doing the highways and the byways week in and week out, have been proving themselves, presenting their body as a living sacrifice for some time. And if we're a part of the elect, we're part of the elect, all right, the Lord is going to reward that sacrifice. First and foremost, with protection in these perilous times to come, and ultimately deliverance out of this place. And then that's when all the true blessings, the riches, the houses, everything our hearts desire, we're going to receive on that side. But right now, we're just looking for, hoping that the Lord protects us in these perilous times to come. But the Lord said that, matter of fact, let's close up with that. It's Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. The last for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Right? Which is we all got to go through Jacob's trouble. Even the hopeful elect has to go through it. Well, the elect has to go through it, Salakia. All right? But he shall be saved out of it. Who's the he? The elect. So if we're a part of that number, Lord will, I'm up. The brothers out there pushing and myself are a part of that number. We got nothing to worry about because the Lord is going to deliver us from that for our labors, for presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers that push this truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.